Good afternoon. My name is Councillor Joe Kavanagh, newly elected Lord Mayor of Cork. I was elected last Friday night at a very, I suppose, changed ceremony in the concert hall in Cork City Hall. In previous years, the annual general meeting of Cork City Council would have been held to packed galleries, packed public galleries, etc. Unfortunately this year, due to the restrictions, it was a very sedate affair in terms of attendance, but the ceremonial element of the event was nothing short of magnificent, thanks to the wonderful organisation by the officials in City Hall and also my colleagues in Cork City Council. In very salubrial surroundings in the concert hall, I was very proud to be elected first citizen of our wonderful city. And I look forward to the coming year working on your behalf as your first citizen. As you know, the office of Lord Mayor is an apolitical office. And I look forward to working with my excellent 30 colleagues, my fellow councillors. Each of us were elected in May 2019 to represent our local communities and indeed to represent our city. Each of us bring our own skills to the table, and I look forward to working with each and every councillor to deliver for each individual community right across the city. Our city has been hit very, very hard, and indeed our country has been hit very, very hard in recent months by the coronavirus pandemic. And can I say, my predecessor, Councillor John Sheehan, you couldn't have asked for a better person, given his medical background, Dr. John Sheehan, to be sitting in this chair. And I know I have big shoes to fill, but make sure I will fill them. I'd like to pay tribute to Lady Mayoress, my wife Stephanie. She has stepped seamlessly into the role of Lady Mayoress, and thankfully she's got lots of very invaluable advice from the previous Lady Mayoress, Eadmar Sheehan, who did a wonderful job, herself and her husband, Councillor John Sheehan. And so I'd like to thank Eadmar for her support to my wife as she steps into the role of Lady Mayoress, which I'm sure she will do a fantastic job for the coming year. My two sons, Glenn and Philip, are very proud, very, very proud of the fact that I am now the first citizen. I have a number of goals, a number of pillars that I would like to target for the coming 12 months. As this is a year of commemoration, the number of events have been cancelled, obviously, and I would like to, in the interest of continuity, continue on the fantastic work that was done by my predecessor. We have a lot of events between now and year end, and indeed going into 2021, to commemorate our history and our proud history, the proud history of Cork, the proud history of Tomás McCurtain, and the proud history of Terence McSweeney and everybody that has gone before us to put our city where it is today. And we like affectionately to call our city the real capital. And in our hearts, it is the real capital. We are nationally known as the second city, but we are the leading city in the southern region, and we are all very proud of that. I, as first citizen, will ensure and work very, very hard to ensure our commemoration events are delivered in the best possible standard. I will work with the officials, I will work with my fellow councillors and relevant bodies to deliver each and every event to put our city forefront on all these commemoration events. Secondly, local businesses have had to suffer terrible few months since last March. Their businesses have been absolutely decimated. Some businesses won't reopen. We as a local authority and me as first citizen will work tirelessly to promote local businesses. I would urge each and every citizen to observe one phrase: Cork is open for business. Shop local, support your local businesses in your local area, but most of all, come in and support the city centre businesses. Whether they're retail, whether they're hospitality, whether they're part of the tourism sector, it doesn't matter. We need to support local businesses. And all of us together, putting our shoulders to the wheel, we can help to put our city back to where it was. There have been quite a number of closures across our city centre. That to me is going to be short term. We will replace those businesses, and I'm sure the businesses that were there before will be replaced by businesses moving into the future and literally become profitable again. Our city centre is the heartbeat of our region, and we need to help as citizens to put it back and get the blood pumping through the veins of Cork again. And we can only do that through our local business community. My third, something I'm very passionate about, is the environment. I'm very passionate about the local environment, and people that know me locally in the Mayfield, Montanati, St. Luke's, Tivoli areas know that I'm very passionate about our local Tidy Towns group. And I think it's critically important that I work hard with local stakeholders, and I intend to work hard with local stakeholders, relevant officials here in City Hall, to literally work with local agencies, key stakeholders across the city, be they schools, be they Tidy Towns associations, local community associations, residents associations. Very, very important. Issues as simple as dog fouling, issues as critically important as fly tipping, general littering of our public realm. A clean city is a healthy city. A healthy city is a city that will portray our city very positively in the eyes of visiting tourists. And it's critically important that we put our best foot forward in that light. I will work with the relevant stakeholders to put strategies in place to ensure that we can improve our city and our public realm from a littering perspective, to eliminate and reduce and raise awareness of the scourge of littering in our city. Finally, I would just like to say we've had a real tough 4 months, and I would appeal to the citizens of Cork. Help us to put Cork City back where it belongs, as the real capital. We like to call it affectionately the real capital, and I think you like to call it affectionately the real capital. Let's make it the real capital, and I will work with you as First Citizen to deliver on that. Thank you very much.